Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right. This is Clifford Bow. I know you all know me from my Facebook page and a few from my YouTube channel. Um, I wanted to come on today and really discuss halftime show. And why I call it the halftime show, many of us, if you're in the Bahamas, we're in the middle of the week. And the middle of the week is a Wednesday. Wednesday is what we look at as the middle of the week. And the middle of the week signifies that plunk, you have you're at the halftime mark. So if you're at the halftime mark, this is the time when people normally in the sports world, this is when the losing team would now adjust their strategy for the second half, right? And this is when you would just pardon me. uh, Well, I had a little break, and the reason for the break is I am working and talking the same time. Okay. Um, Getting back to this Wednesday, we're at the halftime mark of the week, and normally during the halftime of any sporting event, especially a team sport event like football or basketball, this is the time when the teams would go back to the locker room. They take a break, and they would evaluate exactly what happened in the first half. You know, what happened in the first half? What could we improve on? What could we keep doing? If we're winning, we want to know what we can keep doing to stay ahead. And if we're losing, we want to find out what it is that we can do so that we can run away. We could run away with um, we could run away with the win. And I thought I would come and and speak to you today in reference to halftime, being halfway there. Very similar to maybe you're middle age and you're halfway through your life. Maybe you're halfway through your day because it's almost 12 o'clock. Maybe you're halfway through your week. I think the halfway mark is a good place for you to be to figure out exactly how you want to proceed. If you want to end strong or if you want to just continue to cruise, stay in cruise control. But it's a very important day of the week. I realize that because you now have a chance to correct any mistakes that you would have made throughout the week. You have a chance now to make good on some of the things that you did right and correct the things that you did wrong, right? Um, it is so important for us to have these markers. It's so important for us to be able to evaluate ourselves. And it's so important for us to be honest with ourselves as to exactly where we're at. I think for most of us, we tend not to be honest with ourselves. We tend to pretend quite a bit. We tend to try to be like um, um, some of our favorite TV stars, some of the celebrities that we would encounter online. And I just want to encourage you to try your best to be you. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. Okay? Find the time to figure out who you are. Many of us, can't figure it out. I would have seen persons who are in their 60s, you know, have tremendous amount of regrets because for whatever reason it is, they were unable to come to grips with things that would have happened to them when they were younger, when they were children, and it plagued them for many, many, many years after. And I think part of it is the fact that, you have persons while you're a youngster, they refuse, they would tell you hurtful things and say things that is not necessarily true. They would call you names, they would say you're inadequate, you're not really ready to be who God has called you to be. Things along those lines. And as a result, you are persons who are well past the middle age, who didn't have time evaluate exactly where they were at and try to readjust and try to make the necessary changes so that they would be in a better position. They just would drown themselves in self-pity, and they're just moseying on into their twilight or their sunset years, very, very painful and regretful over things that they can't change anymore. I want you all to just consider this. If you are at the halfway point in your life, try your best to admit who you are. Admit who you are. Come to grips with the fact that you are this way or that way, and start to set, no matter how old you are, start to set personal goals, personal, realistic, achievable goals that you can work on, and start to work on those so that you can have a sense of fulfillment. There's no use you trying to set goals that other persons might have set or achieved that you admire, because this run is a personal run. God has given all of us a gift. He's given all of us a personality. He's given all of us the ability to perform at different levels for different reasons. He's also given all of us an opportunity to be a blessing or an encouragement to someone else. And it's so important for us to evaluate ourselves, because if we don't, we would continue to chase, after these goals that are not really realistic and not achievable. So I want you to think about that now that you're plunk smack dab in the middle of your week. And if you made any mistakes in the past, try to forgive yourself for them. Try to make good of the days that you do have now, and the days that God is going to bless you with moving forward. But try not to really be down on yourself, because life is half chance, and some people appear to be making all the right moves, but in a lot of cases, they are moves that God has already planned for them, and it is their journey. You can't digest the food that somebody else eat. So if you can't digest the food that somebody else eat, you need to eat your own food and put it through your own system. And when the dust is settled, you will be more pleased with your accomplishment and who you are, because there will always be greater and lesser persons than yourself. So trying to keep up with others is a stark mistake most of us make. I want to enjoy listening and